My name is Francisco Rivera. I am one of the founders of Columbia Flyboard and Miami Beach Flyboard, and I am the middle brother of the Rivera brothers. So we first came across the Flyboard was after I had lived a year in China. I came back to Colombia, and when I met with my older brother, we were into the tourism industry. Right? And we were always thinking about what's the next thing that we can do. Now, coming from the experience of China, we came with this belief of anything is possible. And we can create the impossible and turn it into possible. So I remember we would dream a lot, and when we first came across the first YouTube video of somebody flying in the air, we really wanted to do it. Now, once again, I looked at my brother and we said, look, this is possible. It seems impossible right now. We don't have the money, we don't have the resources, we don't know how we're gonna do it, but we can make it happen. So we started visualizing and dreaming of how we're gonna be able to do this and how we're gonna create it and turn it into real life. And slowly but surely, we just started taking, one step at a time into creating this reality that we now live.
My name is Felipe Rivera. I'm the youngest brother of the Rivera brothers, and we are the founders of Miami Beach Flyboard and Columbia Flyboard. I would probably describe flyboarding as an amazing experience. If you've ever dreamed of flying, that's exactly what it feels like. It's you hovering over and having control of where you're going. Not only flying, but what you can do with the flyboard, whether you're doing the 360 spins or a dolphin dive, which is my favorite. It feels like a superpower. You really feel the power of the board and the power of the jet ski that you have under you. It's definitely an amazing feeling. So the sport actually came about was from a French guy named Frankie Zapata. He was a competitive jet ski racer, and when he first created the flyboard back in 2011, he launched it to the market in 2012, which is when I started getting hooked into it and when the sport actually started taking off. And then what he actually did was he actually started making competitions around the sport immediately because he already had the experience with the jet ski competitions and stuff. So I think that's probably something that really took the sport to another level and really started getting the whole world into knowing about the sport, was him creating the competition.
Our vision is to have the best flyboard company in the world, and we want to bring this sensation to people, to inspire people to achieve the impossible. And to teach them how to fly and for them to feel this amazing new sport. But other than that, is for them to have in the back of their mind that they got the chance to fly. Now, if they're able to fly, what else can they do? They literally become limitless and have that sense of freedom. So that's kind of what we strive for, and that's why we love not only practicing the sport, because it's just an amazing sport and it's so much fun. But we also love the fact that we get to teach people and get to inspire other people to do this sport. So a lot of people, when they first see this sport and they first see flyboarding for the first time, they get a little intimidated and get a little scared. But honestly, it's such an easy sport to pick up. It usually takes between 5 to 10 minutes for people to start to really get the hang of it. And we've been teaching this. We've already taught over 5,000 people how to fly. From all kind of demographics, all types of people have been able to learn. The biggest thing I would feel about the sport is having a sense of adventure. When somebody comes with that sense of adventure of wanting to fly, those are the people that really get it, and the ones that really get it easy. So it's very ironic, but the foundation to master the sport is actually being very, very relaxed and at ease. You know, you're high, you're flying with rockets strapped to you, but as soon as you start getting into that flow and you just start feeling natural and you get a lot, like very, very at ease, that's when you master it the most. That's when you start feeling the board, you start, you know, have that sense of freedom to do what you want to do with the board.
This sport, like many other water sports or all sports in general, it's an extreme sport. So that's something that you definitely have to take into account. And the fact that you're using a personal watercraft or a jet ski, that's a very powerful machine. You have to take this very seriously, which we personally do here at Miami Beach Flyboard and Columbia Flyboard. Safety is number one for us. You know, from the very beginning, we focus on safety as how we can make it the safest to minimize all possible accidents. So as long as you practice the sport safely, there should be no issues whatsoever.
So we're really excited to be part of this sport, especially that it's still in so much of its infancy. And we see it that in the future, what we believe it's gonna be a board without a hose, without a jet ski, without any attachments, and be the true definition of a hoverboard, where you're able to fly in the air with no limits, no boundaries.